What's up, guys? It's your boy back from Clean Therapy, and we're talking about the Kirby Shampooer again, okay? In order to put on the shampooer, you're gonna take off the vacuum head, take off the bag, and put the shampooer on. The first thing you need to do is take off the vacuum head. And to do that, you lift the light. This is how you take off the belt. It should be on green to green normally. You're gonna open this handle, spin it around, and bring the arrows red to red. Okay, once you do that, you unlock it, and the head jumps right off. You can take it right off. Very easy, very user-friendly, guys, very simple. Okay, now that you got the head off, you want to take off the bag. There's a button back here that you can press, pull the bag right down. That couldn't be easier. And then you're going to take the bag off down here. There's a handle under here. Just reach under here and pull it away from the Kirby. Just twist it, pops right off. All right? So there you go. Now you got it stripped down. Now, you want to take out your shampooer. You got your shampoo head. You got the water reservoir. You got the hose. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So first we're going to put on the shampoo head. Now, again, you want to make sure the arrows are green to green. So let me show you. Well, the arrows have to be red to red in order to put the head on the Kirby. So you see those two arrows? They should be red to red, and your belt should be making a figure 8 right inside there, if you can see that. Okay, basically the belt is ready to be put on the, I guess you would call that the spinner. I don't know if you would call it, but this part. This part, the belt has to go on this part because this part spins, that spins the belt, which spins the brush. Okay, so put it on there. Then you want to lock it first. Spin that dial, which puts the belt on that spindle. Put the light down. Again, very easy. Then you want to get out the water reservoir. And you're going to line it up. There's a line in front, and there's a little notch on the Kirby itself. Line those two up and twist it towards the Kirby to lock it in. Okay? Take it off, put it on. Very easy. Now here's the thing. There's a screen in here that makes the suds. This screen has to be in the water reservoir in order to make the suds. The solution passes through that screen, and that's what creates the suds that goes on the carpet. If this screen falls out, if it happens to fall out, which it slips out on mine every now and then. This is an old Kirby. Okay? I'm going to show you an easy hack to fix it. I just thought of this. Just take a little piece of duct tape. Tiny little piece of duct tape, okay? You see that? And I bet you, if I put this around the side, let me get close so you can see it. If I put this right there, that will make this a little bit wider. So that's going to make this screen a little bit wider to where there's more tension, and it will better stay in the water reservoir. Okay? Everybody has duct tape at their house. If you don't have duct tape at your house, you got a problem. Okay? But then when you put it in, it should stay. Now, even that wasn't enough, so I'm going to put on a little bit more. You know, maybe I'll wrap it around the whole thing this time. Again, we just want this to stay inside there, because once we turn on the shampooer and that solution starts flowing, it could push this screen out, and that could be a reason why you're not getting any suds. Okay, so I put on a little bit more. Now, there we go. Now when I push it in, I can really feel the tension, and that baby is in there. It is not coming out. Okay, so that's an easy hack that I just thought of, guys, to get that screen to stay inside there. Okay, this Kirby is, I don't even know how old this Kirby is. It's got to be over 20 years old. So you got to expect some things to get a little, wonky. But the Kirby itself is designed to last a lifetime. It still works as good as it did day one. Something like that is a small thing. That's a little plastic piece. But the Kirby itself is made out of metal, and it should last you a lifetime. Before I had this Kirby, I had a much older one that was still working great. These things last, guys, okay? For my money, it gets no better. This Kirby will probably outlast any other appliance in your home. All right? Now, put the gray part in the front, the orange part in the back, and there you go. Your shampooer is all set up. The same machine that you use to vacuum your carpet, you can use to shampoo your carpet. You want to make sure the head is all the way down. All the way down. You do that with that lever on the side. You want it to be in drive. You put it in drive, and then you're off and running. And you want to turn this knob to release the foam, turn it to the on button, turn it to the off button to suck that foam back up. Okay, so I'm going to put some solution in here and actually do it for you guys just so you can see it real quick, okay? So we're going to take this back off. You see my screen is still in there because I got it in there nice and tight now. And I'm just going to put enough, I'm just going to fill this to the first line with water. And I'm going to use 1 capful of solution because you want 1 capful for each line of water. 1 line of water, 1 capful of solution up to the fill line, mind you. And that's enough to do 1/4 of this rug. So if I filled it all the way, I could easily do this whole rug and have some left over. All right, so I'll be right back. We are back. So I got it filled, 1 line of water, 1 capful of solution. Screw it on, plug it in, and there you go. Okay, so we're gonna turn on the machine. Again, make sure it's in drive and make sure the head is all the way down. All the way down. Okay, let's stand up. You should have a nice, thick, wide path of foam coming out just like that. And when you're ready to suck it up, you just turn this to the off position and you go back over it the same way. Now, if you notice, I like to lift and then pull back when I go back over it. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that. It's a little bit cleaner to do it that way. But in order for the Kirby to lift like that, this little T needs to be to the right. If the T is in the middle, then it's just going to go all the way down. Your handle will go all the way down. And that's so that, if you want to get under furniture and stuff like that, you can, if the furniture is high enough. But if you want to, or you can actually put it all the way down and move it to the left, and you can lock it down just like that. And it can be stored under a bed, or it can be stored standing up on its head. This thing does a lot. It has a lot of options. Okay, but for what we're doing now, we want this T to the right, and that's if you're standing behind the Kirby, it's going to be to the right. That way we can lift and pull back those suds. Okay, it's a good idea to let the suds sit there and cook a little bit too, so it can eat up the dirt. Okay, so let's clean up the rest of it. The faster it will dry. So Guys, it is literally the easiest shampooer I have ever used. I have used a lot of shampooers, the ones that you rent from the store. I mean, forget about those. I mean, just getting it home is an ordeal. You got to go there, you got to rent it, you got to buy all the solution, you got to load it up in the car, you got to bring it home, use it, then you got to load it back in the car, bring it back. First you got to clean it. I mean, it's a mess. It's a whole production. This is so much easier. I can't imagine why anybody would want to go through that when you could do this. Just get yourself a Kirby. It is well worth it. Yes, Kirbys are expensive, but you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. You want to buy cheap? Then fine, but you're going to be buying again and again. With the Kirby, you buy once, you buy right, and you never have to buy again. So when you're done, all you have to do is take it off, rinse it off in the sink, and put it right back in the box. You don't have to dismantle a whole big machine, clean it, and then put that machine away for another 6 months until you're ready to use it again. No, with the Kirby, you use it every day. Or you use it whenever you vacuum, which is a lot more often than you shampoo. And the shampooer stays in a small box, just that size, okay? So yeah, if you have any questions about the shampooer, your shampooer isn't working for some reason, then leave it in the comments and we'll see if we can figure it out. Guys, nothing is perfect. No company is perfect. So, but what I have found most often is that if somebody's Kirby isn't working, it's user error. It's usually not because of the Kirby. It's because the person doesn't understand how to use it. And every machine you have to learn how to use. I mean, there isn't one machine that you don't have to learn how to use. And the Kirby's no different. But once you learn it, then you wonder how you live so long without it, to be honest with you. These rugs that I have here are, what, 7 years old, guys. 7 years old. And they are still as vibrant and fluffy and as new as they were the day that I got them. And that's because they are constantly being cleaned with a Kirby. I vacuum with the Kirby all the time. It gets out that solid dirt, and then the shampooer gets out the washable dirt. A regular carpet shampooer, it tries to get the solid dirt and the washable dirt with a lot of water. And what happens when you mix dirt with water, people? You get mud. Exactly, and that's why you end up with so much muddy water with those other shampooers. With the Kirby, that's not the case, because you sucked out all the dirt with the vacuum, because the vacuum itself is so effective. So then when you shampoo, all you're cleaning is the washable dirt. So guys, yeah, let me just take this apart, put it back in neutral, raise the head back up, take off the hose. That screen's not gonna come out now because I got it in there nice and tight with the duct tape. Take off the head. And then you want to take the head apart, which again, very easy. You just flip that dial while it's off the machine, comes right off. Flip this back, pop out the brush, pull this out, and this is all you have to clean. You just rinse this down the sink, very easy. Just rinse it out, okay? And you can give this a rinse too. This gets a little dirty, so you can rinse that too, no problem. And when you're ready to put it back together, you're just gonna, you guys seeing this? It's got these little holes on the side there. You just put that back in the holes. One side is bigger than the other on this brush roller. So it's only going to go in one way. So if it's not going in, just spin it around. Push it back in. Make sure that belt is in the middle. Let me make sure you guys can really see this. Put the belt in the middle. This should be green to green right now, and when we put it back on, we spin it back red to red. Okay, so close the cover. The belt is in the middle. Pull it up a little bit so that hook can get underneath there. Put it down, spin it, and now you can see we are back to red, and the belt is in the position to go on the Kirby. And then you just put it back in the box and you're done. So I hope this answered some of your questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy that Kirby for many years to come.